Okay, so get this. The Buffalo Bills were totally not stoked about the NFL forcing them to be on Hard Knocks for their training camp, right? Their coach, Sean McDermott, and GM, Brandon Beane, are all about privacy and keeping things on the down low, but the NFL finally closed that loophole where playoff teams could ditch the show. So bam, Bills had no choice. Everyone at Bills HQ was apparently freaking out, like, oh no! But then Coach McDermott meets the director, this guy Pat Harris, and guess what? He's from Penfield, grew up a massive Bills fan, and even went to their practices as a kid. McDermott was like, okay, maybe this won't be so bad. He actually knows what matters to us. Harris is totally feeling it too, thinking how cool it is to be on the other side of things, not just watching from the stands like he used to. He said it feels surreal to be doing this for his favorite team in his hometown. And get this, Harris used to play quarterback back in high school and then went to college, but he always wanted to work in sports. He got an internship at NFL Films, started doing all sorts of grunt work like filming players walking down hallways super early, and was totally down for anything. He worked his way up, even helping out with Hard Knocks for the Texans back in 2015, and then took a break from the show in 2020 when his son was born. Now he's the main guy, the lead director for the Bills season, which is a huge deal, man.
Harris is running a crew of like 35 people, and they're filming all over the place. At the practice facility, on the road for games. He's basically the CEO, making sure everyone knows what they're doing and capturing all the important stuff. They've got cameras everywhere and microphones on players and coaches during practice, and Harris is plugged into all of it, telling his team where to be to catch the best moments. They even have cameras and mics in the meeting rooms, but no film crew is allowed inside. They do that remotely, with robotic cameras controlled from a command center. And if players are cool with it, cameras can even go into their dorm rooms and hangout spots, especially on off days. Harris said the Bills have been super open about everything, within reason, of course. Before each season, they research the players and coaches to get a feel for their stories, but things can totally change on the fly. Since Harris is a huge Bills fan, he already knew a lot coming in. But the directors all do their homework, looking at social media to get ideas about players' personalities or if they have cool dogs or whatever. It's not like they go in totally blind. They use that info as a starting point and then just keep their eyes and ears open.
After all the filming, another team at NFL Films headquarters edits it all together, which is apparently insane because they only have a few days to make each show. Harris mentioned it's like two sides of the coin, his crew capturing the content and then this whole other team making it into a cohesive show. A writer named Jerry Reimel writes the script, and the famous Liev Schreiber narrates it. Harris said Jerry knows Liev's voice super well, and they send the scripts over to make sure everything's accurate before Liev records it, wherever he might be, sometimes over the phone if he's in, like, the Arctic or Ukraine. So far, everyone's getting along great, and the Bills' worries seem to have calmed down. Harris is stoked about the access he's gotten and all the footage they've captured, but the first show hasn't even aired yet, and Coach McDermott is definitely going to be watching. He said the film crew has been super professional, and he appreciates that. McDermott basically said, we do our job, you do yours, and it's cool when you guys do yours professionally. He feels like they share the same core values, and the director and assistant directors seem to really respect their wishes.